Hello, we want to welcome you to our Apple Teacher for Mac Canvas course or Apple Teacher for iPad Canvas course. You'll navigate around each course the same way, so for today we're going to look at the Apple Teacher for Mac. We have built this course in Canvas to help you along your Apple Teacher journey, to help you stay focused and organized, and to help you also earn your CEU credits. Once you are in the Apple Teacher for Mac Canvas course, you'll see that you have some navigation buttons here in the middle, and you also have some navigation links over on the left-hand side. Now, right now, I'm in my teacher account, but I am masking as a student to show you what the student view would look like. So there are a couple things that may not show up exactly right because this student account is not linked to my Google Drive like yours would be linked to your Google Drive, but I'll show you that when we get there. First, I'd like to show you when you get started in the course, it directs you, when you read our introductory paragraph, it says to click on the modules to get started. So I'm going to click right here on modules. You also have the syllabus and a help icon. The help icon will help you with Canvas. It'll direct you to do a help desk ticket. Any kind of help that you may need while you're in the course. But to actually get started on the content, we're going to click right here on modules. And you'll see that we're in the module navigation screen. On this screen, we have shortcuts to each of the modules. For this course, we have 2 modules that you need to complete first, and you have directions that tell you that. Then the middle section, where the content and the learning that's going to happen, you can go around these modules in any order. And then at the very end, there are 2 modules that need to be completed after you've finished all the 8 content modules. So I'm going to go back up to the top and just walk you through what one of the modules looks like, because I have imagined that a lot of you are new to Canvas. So let's take a look. I'm going to click on the Getting Started, and it's going to take me over to the modules page. What you're looking at here is the modules view. You can see all of them at one time, and it don't get overwhelmed. It looks like a long list, but we've helped you and we've broken it down for you. So you would start right here where it says orientation. So I'm going to click on this module or this page, and this is just your welcome page. It tells you a little bit about the Apple Teacher class or course that you can take from Apple, and so on. You can click next to go to the next page. However, in this course, to make sure that you've read the content on each page, we have set it up to where each page you have to mark as done. And if you forget, I'm going to go ahead and click on next, and it will take me to the next course, but it says this page hasn't been unlocked. That's just a note to me, and I hope you will remember, oh, I forgot to mark that previous page is done. So I'm going to mark it done, and then when I go to the next page, it opens up the content for that page. It tells you a little bit about this course and what you have to do to complete it. I'm not going to read it for you. You can see it once you get in there, but I'm going to mark as done and go to the next one. It tells you who your facilitators are for this course. This page tells you about the tech skills that you need to move around within this course. Browsers that work best with Canvas. We have a learning map, and this is where I mentioned a minute ago you wouldn't see it because it's in my Google Drive, and it says log in, you need to authorize. If you get this message on yours, if you click authorize right there, it will bring your Google Drive up so that you can see it. Now, because I'm in as a student and looking at a student view, it won't let me do that. So I will show you another document in just a minute. But the learning map is just a preview to the course and explains everything, and it has all the learning targets and everything broken down in there. So I'm going to find my next button. The course syllabus, here's another link. You could also get to syllabus on the left over here, or from that home page. If you click on home, syllabus was also linked there. I'm going to go ahead and open the syllabus just to show you what I was on there. Lots of information. Some of it's a recap that you saw on the pages before, but there are some new stuff on here. There's the learning map again, the course completion, third-party apps. These are apps that need to work with Canvas. We don't have that many in this class, and so on. So I'm just gonna. It opened in a new tab, if you'll notice. So I'm going to close that syllabus. And now I'm back to the page that I was on. We have set this course up so when you do open a link, it opens in a new tab, so you don't lose your way when you're in the course itself. So I'm going to click on Done for this one. Here it talks about the standards. We've linked or told you what North Carolina digital learning competencies you will be addressing in this course, as well as the national ISTE standards that are covered. So I'm going to mark this one done. Now we're on to the prerequisite modules. This prerequisite has to be done before you can actually start the program. So we walk you through creating an Apple ID, what you need to do. But you'll notice it says if you do already know your Idle Statesville Apple ID and password, you can just click next to the next page. But remember, you have to mark this page as done as well. Then you have to go in and create an Apple Teacher account. We have a link right there. You're simply going to log in with your Apple ID and password, and you'll be set up, ready to go. Now on to module, this is really the first content module. This is module 1. We've listed the materials you need. You're going to really need to go into the Apple Teacher site. So I'm going to click right here and notice the app opens another window for Apple Teacher. So I'm going to say I'm already a member, and I'm going to sign in. And it's going to take me to the Apple Teacher Learning Center. Now I'm going to go back over to the tab that had my Canvas course in there, and it says you may need to download this book from the bookstore. These are really good help guides. They show you everything you need to know about each one of these modules. Let me click back over in the Apple Teacher Learning Center. What you will do is you're going to choose if you want to do your badges for the Mac or badges for the iPad, excuse me. I'm going to click on Mac because that's what the course we're in right now. And you'll see the 8 modules that are here. Those are the same modules we have over in the Canvas course. We've just broken it down for you. So these, when it talks about doing the badges over in Apple, these are the 8 that you'll do. So I'm going to mark this page as done. And here's the learning objectives that go with it. And here's an activities checklist. This will help you in case you get started and you have to leave and come back in. You can pick up where you left off. And again, this is going to my Google account, so I already have it open in another tab. Yours will embed right here on the page. If you want to make a copy of it and print it out for yourself, the link is right there. But here's what the activity checklist looks like. These are all the skills you're going to learn in this one section, Learning with a Mac. And this is just a checklist for you to kind of check off or to keep up with where you've been or what you've learned. And some of these things you may already know, and that's fine too. It looks like a lot. This one does have a lot because it's really teaching you about how to move around and navigate your MacBook. So that's what the activity checklist looks like. I'm going to go back over to my Canvas. And you're going to get really good at toggling between tabs here. So I'm going to mark this page as done. I really want to get to this next section to show you what you need to do. This is the quiz evidence. This is the first assignment that you're going to have. So it says in the Apple Teacher program at the end of the section you will complete a quiz. That will be over here when you finish learning about one of these different aspects of the MAC. Once you have passing results on that quiz, you'll take a screenshot of the score and you'll submit it as proof that you've completed this module. You're allowed multiple attempts on the quiz in order to achieve a passing score. This video shows you how to take a screenshot on your MacBook if you don't know how to do that. And it says after taking the screenshot, you'll need to submit the picture as your completion evidence. The submit button is at the top and you can browse to find the screenshot on your desktop. So after I have taken the screenshot, it's going to save it on my computer. Then I'll come in and submit the assignment. Now what you're taking a screenshot of will be the quiz on this screen. When I finish the quiz, it'll give you a score. I'll take a screenshot of it and it will, well, let's see, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. What I do is I draw, see my cursor has crosshairs, I'm going to draw around whatever, pretend like that's my quiz screen. And now when I go over to Canvas and say submit assignment, here I can choose the file, and mine's going to be in my screenshot folder. So it attaches it, and then you can submit or put a comment in there if you need to. And it submits it to us for us to check off that you've completed it. I'm going to cancel that. All right, it will not let you go on to the next module until you have submitted your screenshot for this assignment. So if I go back over to modules, I can navigate over there on the left. I can see that I've checked all these things done. There's my prerequisite, and it shows me this module, Learning with a Mac, I have not finished yet because I have not submitted. So once I submit that, there'll be a check mark here, and then it'll open up for me to learn about Pages. So you'll go through and learn about Pages and Keynote, Numbers. You could skip around on these if you wanted to do iMovie first or Numbers first. You could do that. I have saved GarageBand till the last, but you could certainly do it first if you wanted to. Then you have enhancing productivity and fostering creativity. And then there's some directions for submitting your final CEUs. It will not open up until you've finished everything else above here. So we've kind of set it so you can't jump to the very end. So if you have any questions, you can always, let me scroll back up to the top here. I can go to the home. And this takes us back to the page where those first initial buttons are. You can click on help and it's going to lead you to the help section over here in Canvas. If you need to put in a help desk ticket because something's not working with your computer. If you need help learning how to use Canvas, there's some guides there. You can also go to the syllabus, and our information is here if you need to shoot us an email that something happened or something's going on with your course. But we look forward to seeing your submissions and awarding you guys your certificates and badges when you complete Apple Teacher. Thank you.